So Radish OK 2678 posted the following. I, 25 female, just learned that my fiance, 27 male, made a move on my sister 2 years ago. My fiance and I have been engaged for almost a year and have been dating for 7 years.
Ooh.
We're in the middle of the biggest fight we have ever had, and I'm beginning to just question everything. I was confiding in my sister, who's 4 years younger than me, and her boyfriend today, and she told me that 2 years ago, when she was living with us, that my fiance put his hand on her thigh and was rubbing the back of her neck while they were alone together. The same day she moved out of our house, but she never told me why until today. She had wanted to move out for some time and she moved in with her current boyfriend, so I didn't think much of it. Now we are engaged and 4 months away from getting married. This fight is making me zoom out and reevaluate slash question our entire relationship. I'm terrified that I might be marrying the wrong person. At the same time, he has been my best friend for 7 years and always has meant the world to me. But I think I love him more than he loves me, and now I'm worried he might one day cheat. Now I know that he has made a move on my sister in the past. I just want to get an outside perspective on this situation because my mind is all over the place and I can't even fully comprehend this news. Like, what if my sister wanted to do something with him instead of pulling away? Would he have cheated on me with my own sister? Please help me understand what is happening. Okay, let's see how we can help them.
I think the first thing I want to say is he was being creepy. That's not saying he was going to cheat if he had the opportunity. He was just being creepy. We don't know if he'd have went through with it if she wanted to, or uh, you can't make. There's no argument to be had there either way. If you actually think he would have, then you probably just don't want to marry him. At that point, you already have a low enough opinion of him to say, "Eh, this is creepy. I'm never going to trust you." The fact he was creepy, that's something that you need to get out in the air with him and have him admit to, explain why he was doing what he did. You could try to say, "Were you going to sleep with?" If she had said yes, what you've done, but you're never going to get, like, he probably doesn't understand. It was a while ago. Just get him to say what he did, to admit it, and to get it out there and apologize to your sister and apologize to you and see how he wants to make amends for it. The worry about him cheating on you in the future is legitimate. But even if he had never done this, you had never heard about it, it doesn't change his desire, his ability to cheat on you in the future. He could do that or not, whether or not he ever hit on anybody else in the past 7 years. If you think he's a cheater who is likely or possible to cheat, if you do not trust him, do not marry him. Give him the chance to talk about what happened, why he did it, and apologize and try to make amends and get to the point where you need him to be to go through with the marriage. I'm not telling you to run away. I'm not telling you to stay. I'm saying find out the details and include him in that fact finding. Get the information and then act on that. Don't make any guesses now. Don't run around in your head with a bunch of ifs, ands, or made up scenarios or fantasies or like the because you're gonna run straight into a negative area with all of this. So yeah, talk to him and find out. But with the other caveats, if you think he's a cheater, don't marry him. You already don't trust him. It'll never work out. You'll just continue on this cycle. You can't break it without possibly going to a lot of therapy with him, marriage counseling, couples counseling, and find out what happened. You might still need to do that. I'm not saying you just hearing what he says is going to make things better. You might need more, and you might need something more intense. You might have to find a counselor who can see you more than once a week. So find out, find out where you need to be. Ask yourself what you need to trust him. Because if you don't trust him, do not go through with the marriage. So that's a really interesting one, though. I can't imagine, you know, why what this guy was thinking at that time. I assume he's probably just a creepy individual. I'm alone with my wife's sister a lot, and like you don't do that to family. You don't do that. The only thing that could happen is say everything could happen, and they did sleep together. he's destroying her family. Like, it's not just about getting laid, he's destroying the relationship between sisters if anything were to happen. And if nothing happens, she's gonna tell her sister eventually, and you're destroying your relationship with your sister. So there's no win here. I have no idea what his thought process was, or you know, I can't imagine anybody doing that who's any level of sane. Good.
Paige is awesome. She also has a pagebond.com where she offers out a jealousy workbook for free as well to anybody who wants it. Just an FYI to anybody out there who needs to deal or knows somebody that needs to deal with jealousy.